Hey, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Nerdy Network. And today, on our very first episode of Word of the Nerd, I will be discussing the latest news in pop culture. Millennium Media has announced that they will be developing a new live-action Hellboy movie. The movie has been officially titled Hellboy the Crooked Man, named after the 2008 comic book series of the same name, written by Mike Mignola and Joshua Dysart. The story follows that in 1958, Hellboy has been asked for help by a native man named Tom Farrell and a witch named Cora Fisher in fighting the Crooked Man. The Crooked Man was once a war profiteer named Jeremiah Wickens, who was hung for his crimes, but then eventually returned from hell as a demonic soul collector, and now it's up to Hellboy and his new associates to stop him. The movie will be directed by Brian Taylor, who has experience in the superhero industry, directing 2010's Jonah Hex and 2011's Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. Hellboy the Crooked Man will be beginning productions next month. As you know, the movie industry hasn't been kind to live action adaptations of Hellboy, especially in the 2019 reboot movie, which really didn't do all that good. But maybe this new movie might give us a better look into the character, way better than the previous Hellboy movies that we've seen before. Toei Animation has revealed the upcoming crossover between Toriko, One Piece, and Dragon Ball Z, which will be coming to Cartoon Network's Toonami on March 4th. Blumhouse Productions has announced that they will be developing new video games based off of their horror projects. As you know, the video game industry has had a long history of developing new video games based off of popular horror movies, so this is going to be interesting to see these new horror movies getting the video game treatment. So get ready to see new video games based off of movies like Megan, Get Out, or even The Purge. So as you know, this is going to be really exciting. Next, Disney's live-action Lilo and Stitch movie has finally got its first cast member. Award-winning actor Zach Galifianakis has officially joined the cast of Disney's live-action Lilo and Stitch movie. As you know, back in 2018, Disney has officially announced that they will be developing a live-action adaptation of the iconic Disney classic. Now, more news about the upcoming movie is unknown so far. However, it has been confirmed that Zach Galifianakis will be playing the one-eyed alien Pleakley in the upcoming movie. Next, 3 new actors will be joining the cast of Netflix's The Umbrella Academy. Actors Nick Offerman, Megan Mullally, and David Cross have officially joined the cast of Season 4 of The Umbrella Academy. Nick and Megan will be playing 2 community college professors named Dr. Gene and Jean Thibodeau, while David Cross will be playing a character named Cy Grossman, who is an upstanding yet shy business owner who is desperate to reconnect with his estranged daughter, and he will do just about anything to make that happen. To recap the end of Season 3, the Umbrellas have woken up in this alternate timeline where Hargreaves reigns supreme and the team are basically powerless. So this is going to be a very interesting development as to how this new season plays out and how these new characters will be involved. Director Jon Favreau has stated that he hasn't really planned an ending for The Mandalorian. According to Jon Favreau, he stated that, "I think the beauty of this is that it's a middle chapter of a much larger story, and though we'll have resolution over time with these characters, it's not like there's a finale that we're building to that I have in mind." So that means we're going to be seeing more of Din and Grogu's journey for quite some time. After all, a 4th season of the Mandalorian series is already been written and will be in production in October. Up next, everyone's favorite pizza-eating mutants are going to make their next epic crossover. IDW has announced that their next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic book will be having the Heroes in the Half Shell going up against the World Warriors of Street Fighter. Written by Paul Allor, the story follows the Turtles heading to Atlantic City for a martial arts tournament. Little do they know that they will be going up against the likes of Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, and Guile. But as the 2 teams start to fight each other, mysterious disappearance has been happening during the tournament. Will the heroes put aside their differences to get to the bottom of this mystery? I guess we'll find out when the comic book comes this May. This year's PlayStation State of Play event has announced that Mortal Kombat 12 will be coming this year. Now, no new information about the upcoming game have been announced so far, but more will be revealed as the story develops. Speaking of video games, Rocksteady has made a few announcements to their upcoming video game, Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Rocksteady has revealed that the game will take place 5 years after the events of Batman Arkham Knight. And they also showed new gameplay footage as to what to expect when the game comes out. The squad will be also getting help from a few well-known DC comic characters. The support characters will include Penguin, who will be supplying the team with weapons, Gizmo, who will be building vehicles for the team, Toyman, who will be upgrading the team's gear, and Hack, who will be serving as the team's eyes and ears in Metropolis. The game will also include the appearance of Lex Luthor. Now, I don't know what role he'll play in the game, but we'll find out when the game comes. In addition to that, the game will allow the players to customize their characters, such as changing their costumes. And we will be expecting to see more characters joining the game. So we might see the likes of characters such as Deathstroke, Black Manta, Killer Frost, and others joining the game. One more thing, they have also announced that the game is required to be played in strong internet connection, even if you're playing solo. So, yeah. Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League will be released May 26, 2023. As you know, the next Pokemon show will not be starring Ash and Pikachu. However, it will be introducing a couple new characters who would take up their spot. Pokemon's new characters are Freed and Captain Pikachu. For those who don't know, this is a different Pikachu, so it's not going to be the one you're familiar with. The other two characters who will be joining Freed and Captain Pikachu are Liko and Roy. Speaking of Pokemon, a new Pokemon show has been announced, and it's been titled Pokemon Concierge. Pokemon Concierge is a stop-motion animated Pokemon series which has been announced and will be released by Netflix. The story follows a young girl named Haru who is meeting various Pokemon trainers and their Pokemons while they're on vacation. This show is definitely unlike anything the Pokemon company has done before, so this is going to be very interesting to see. It has also been announced that a new Grinch book is coming, and it's been officially titled How the Grinch Lost Christmas. And this will be the first Dr. Seuss book ever to be written without Dr. Seuss himself. The story takes place a year after the first book, and it talks about how the Grinch wanted to prove himself now that he knows what the true meaning of Christmas is. However, when things didn't go his way, he threatened to leave Whoville forever. It's great to see that they're trying to expand upon the Grinch's story, making him more evolved and developed than he was when we first saw him. Who knows? Maybe we might get a animated movie based off of this sequel book someday. Finally, Warner Brothers and New Line Entertainment has announced that they will be developing new Lord of the Rings movies. The studio also wants Peter Jackson to return helming these new films. Personally, I hope he does come back to direct these new Lord of the Rings movies. Thank you everyone for joining me today. Subscribe to my channel for the next video. See you next time.